All right, ladies, the men have spoken, okay? So let us listen. I'm going to be sharing with you just 7 things, okay? Just 7 that they want us to know, but struggle to communicate to us because we're so stubborn. So make sure you listen, especially if you are single, married, and you want to learn how to live in harmony with your significant other, then obviously this video is for you. And if at any point you feel like this video is or could be great for a friend of yours, male or female, please, please, please spread the word. Spread the word so that we can live in harmony with our significant others. All right, without further ado, let's just get right into it because I'm going to... So, in a society that bashes men for being vulnerable, being soft, being weak when they cry and show emotions, women, you need to be the safe refuge, safe haven for your men, okay? When they are vulnerable, what they want from you is to reciprocate that energy that they're bringing out to you. When they've finally gathered the confidence to share their emotions with you, this is not the time to use those emotions against them, especially at a later time, and try to use that to belittle them. That time isn't the time for you to bring other past issues. When they are being vulnerable or when they are sharing their emotions with you, just be receptive of them, acknowledge and validate those emotions or vulnerability that they're sharing with you, and try to just receive it so that they know that they have a safe environment to express themselves. At another time, then you can bring all the other issues that you want to speak about. But at this moment in time, it's always best to start practicing it slowly but surely, okay? You will get there where both of you can share your emotions at the same time, okay? But please, 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 this is so key. When they're being vulnerable, zip it and sort your facial muscles out. Be placid, okay? Be placid and full of joy and just be receptive of them. Give them hugs. Give them hugs, okay? The world is already tough as it is. You can't be a tough cookie too. Give them hugs and be nice and soft. The second one is the crazy outbursts and then saying that it's because your hormones are raging. My friend, control yourself, okay? You need to be disciplined and you need to control yourself. If you cannot control your emotions and the pain that's going on around the time of the month, go and get some medication, okay? So that you are not allowing your emotions or the pain you're going through to control your emotions and then just use that as a crutch to then use your significant other as an emotional punching bag. That is not fair, okay? My time of the month is extremely painful, but I learned through baptism of fire with my exes that I had to really manage my emotions and still be able to articulate what it is that I wanted without having to outburst, okay, or go through the mood swings. It's not fair. Control yourself. If you can't control yourself, go get some medication so that you don't use someone as an emotional punching bag, okay? Of course, if it's just unbearable, you know, it's not the right time to communicate something with you, then just be civil and just say, babe, this is not really a good time for us to discuss this because I'm experiencing some emotions right now and it's about to heighten. So can we discuss this in 7 days time? Okay, that's perfectly fine. They would rather you do that than outburst and just blame it on the hormones or Mother Nature. It's not fair, so stop it. Are you ready for this one? They are not mind readers. Open your mouth. If you want something, open your mouth, woman. There are so many ways to communicate your wants to your significant other. You are an adult, so expecting them to be mind readers and then maybe calling them names, stupid for not figuring out what it is that you want and using that against them, it's not going to happen, okay? Every relationship is different. If you have a provider, someone who takes care of you, someone who's willing to listen, this is the time, okay, to articulate your wants to that person, you know, in a civil manner, so that they know exactly what you want. I find that most of the time women don't know what they want and they're hoping that someone will figure it out, and then hopefully they will want that. Again, women, I'm not bashing you here. You already know my channel. I've bashed men. Well, not bashed men, but I've spoken it as it is for the people who are toxic, okay? So I'm bringing the same energy for my ladies because I really want you guys to learn, okay? We're all learning here. If you're single, this is the time to practice being calm and respectful and articulating your emotions and your wants, okay? Sometimes if you don't know what you want, all you can say is, babe, I don't know what I want right now, but please give me a couple of minutes to figure it out and I'll let you know what it is that I want, rather than expecting them to know what it is that you want and then getting mad if they don't figure it out. That's nonsense. That is nonsense, okay? Again, this video is for provider men, the men who are taking care of their own, their families, their children, and just love on their wives and love on their girlfriends. Those are the men that I'm talking about in this video, not the toxic ones, okay? So if you're a toxic man in the background, like,
tell her, I'm not talking about you, okay? You're toxic, leave that girl alone.
But ladies, if you have a good man, okay, and he's providing and taking care of you, this isn't the time to be idle. This isn't the time to be idle and cross-legged and just sitting at home eating popcorn and just getting huge on the couch, okay, and just Netflixing and chilling. Find something to do. You have so many gifts and so many talents. Stop wasting away like a couch potato. That's not what your whole this is not the time, okay? If he's providing and you can use your talents or your gifts to do something online, there's just so many online businesses that, you know, you can start, or even online courses that you can take, you know, just so that you have some substance. Okay, ladies, please, I'm not bashing you, okay? I'm just bringing the same energy that I give to the guys. I'm bringing the same energy for you because I know we can be quite stubborn, okay? Men love compliments, okay? Make sure you are observant. Open your eyes when they get a haircut. Just be like, oh babe, did you get a haircut? You know, when they sort out their beard, oh babe, did you get, you look kind of cute, you know, rub on him. Just do something. You're not a tree. Open your eyes. You have emotions. If you're angry about something, so you don't want to pay any compliments to your significant other, then say that. But just saying, I don't have anything nice to say, my friend, if he brought that same energy to you, you'd be crying. You probably already cried that he doesn't give you enough compliments, yet here you are not giving compliments, okay? Compliment him so that someone out there doesn't go and compliment him and then he starts thinking, what tree do I have at home? She has no emotions. Please, women, find some compliments. Today, your exercises, I want you to write a list, okay, of all the nice things that you love about your significant other and have it there, okay? Have it there so that, you know, random times you can just pull one out of the bag, just randomly. Oh, babe, you know, I haven't even noticed your walk, you know, it's kind of cool, you know. I really love just being by your side. That might have been corny, but, you know, think of something. Think of something. And while we're on that topic of compliments, when they compliment you, learn to receive compliments as well. Stop saying, oh no, you're lying. That reverse psychology thing you're doing, stop it. Because one day he will just stop doing it. And then you're going to wonder why he stopped doing it. Is because you kept making those comments about him lying. If he compliments you, or when he compliments you, learn to receive it. Sometimes women, when we are unable to receive compliments, it's a reflection of what's working in us because we can't accept the person that we are. It has nothing to do with the guy, but then he doesn't know that, okay? So his efforts, make sure you meet his efforts. back to the first point. When they bring the positive energy, make sure you meet that energy, okay? Oh, this one is so important. Ladies, you need to heal. They want you to heal. Heal and be willing to heal from your traumas, past and present, because clearly you have some baggages that you're still unloading on someone who hasn't done anything to you. If you haven't seen my attachment style video, please go and check it. I've linked it down below. Just so that you know why you are the way you are in your relationship. Sometimes you are offloading past hurts on someone who hasn't done anything to you and won't do anything to you. So go find out what it is that happened in your past that's making you so tough and cold, and you're being cold to the wrong person. Don't do that. You do all that and the next minute when the person's out of the picture, you're like, oh, I miss you and I miss you. Meanwhile, when they were there was nothing to miss, okay? Watch that video, you will understand what's working on in you, and seek to get some help, okay? Just getting help, healing, offloading that to a therapist. Again, I'm here. Hi, I do coaching. If you need someone to help you, you know, work through those emotions just so that we serve as a barrier before you offload to your significant other. That definitely helps as well, because sometimes men, they just want to help, they just want to be there, but they might not be able to say the right things at the right time, and it might be met with your emotions and then yada yada yada. But then when you have healed or are in the process of healing, you're a little bit more graceful, you know, or gracious to people who are showing efforts, genuine efforts to connect with you, okay? So that's the point I'm trying to say. I'm not saying you have to 100% be healed before, you know, you can communicate with anyone. That's not what I'm saying. When you want to heal, your perception and your mindset is different. When someone is trying to help you, you don't meet that with an attack, okay? You're more on a responsive side rather than a reactive side. I hope that's that came out clearly. The next one is they would love for you to practice discernment, okay? If you are single, learn to establish who you are, okay? Having your own voice, learn that, because if you do not have your own voice, your voice will be clouded and, if not buried, in the midst of you know, your friends or your family, and then their advice will trump over your significant other. And when that happens, there's this friction. It's like, do I choose my family or do I choose my significant other? It's not about who you choose, it's about what do you believe is right, okay? If you do not have a foundation within yourself, you're not grounded, then any old advice is gonna sway you, and that can be very confusing for men, okay? So finding your voice and then being able to still take advice from the people in your circle, but still be able to practice discernment to see what is good and what isn't good for your particular relationship. That is so key. So learn that particular skill, okay? So if you have a good man, just learn to appreciate him, learn to believe him and believe that his efforts are good, okay? Because for all you know, some of your friends and even some of your family members wish they had him, okay? Even though they know they may not be able to get him, they will do everything for you to self-sabotage or sabotage through you, okay? So just be careful, you know. They may see all the great qualities in your significant other and they wish they had it, and they know they just cannot get it, and they know they need to heal but they don't want to heal. They see you happy, so they need to try to confuse you, to then confuse your relationship, and then you lose it, and then, you know, misery loves company, and then you become a little posse. You posse around. No, not good. So ladies, when a good man opens up, what are we going to do? We are going to accept it, we're going to acknowledge it, we're going to validate whatever it is they're bringing, their vulnerability, their emotions, and we're going to meet it with love, gentleness and care. I want us to do well, women. We're always screaming that our men are not talking, they're not opening up. They're not opening up to you because you're just shutting them down. So they'll rather open up to someone else. Is that the right thing to do? No, but something has to give. Bottling things up it's not good for anyone, okay? Especially men, okay? That society's already told them they're weak for showing any emotions. So this video, if you know there's somebody who needs to hear this advice, please, please, please share it. Because ladies, if we don't learn to take constructive criticisms or constructive feedback, we will never learn, we will never go far in life. Yes, you may be married for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, but are you happy? Are you happy? Okay, make sure you implement these points. And this is just the surface. I've got more to come, okay? I've got more to come. But I need to know that you're listening to this one before I bring the next one, okay? Because sometimes it goes through this year, it comes out through this year. That's not what's going to happen. We need it to go into our minds, and then make sure we put an action plan in place to save our relationships and to save our marriages. And if we're single, to prepare ourselves so that we don't go in all guns blazing without real things to bring to the table, okay? You can be the table, but if you have nothing, no. Make sure you have some of these things on the table, even though you are the table, okay? Men, did I do this justice? Have I spoken some of the things you'd wish we knew? If there are more, please feel free to jot them down. If you prefer to remain anonymous, then please feel free to message me on my Instagram, and I'll be sure to put it into my next video, as I'd love to do more series on this so that we can create better relationships with our significant others. So yeah, until next time, take care and God bless. Bye.